What were we going to do? I've forgotten. Let's hit the map. Maybe I'll remember. We've just come back from Syria with the lens. Shall we ask Thingy about it?
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away. I just returned from Syria. Syria? On the trail of the Templars? It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember? Yes, what is it? A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In occidenta cita est in ora mundi. The island of Britain lies at the edge of the world to the west. Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers. Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome.
What was I going to show him? The lens. Is that the okay.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. Does this lens mean anything to you? Nothing.
Right. Great.
Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome.
Okay. So we're still looking for the missing knight of the de Brasconcha's family, aren't we? So let's go back to Montfaucon, because I felt like there was unresolved things there. There's this church that I can't do anything with. Oh, he's back.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an insolent wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Dang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sieur Jacques.
Who?
Sieur Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sieur.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Who is this Sieur Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur.
Wow, is that the time?
And an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
I was going to say I've not caused much damage in the sewers, but I did completely destroy a wall down this one, didn't I? So I think I've got that nickname fairly. Oh! Oh gosh, there's someone in here. Let's talk to him.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of memory, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
Oh, my cup. My cup.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will
Oh,
be
yes,
very
please.
careful.
Give it a nice buff.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Right. So, this could come off, we think, and you could do something where you can look through it, can't you?
Per disciplinum meum lux videvis.
So that was through my teachings. You will be
A
enlightened.
bit of a stained glass window.
Is it?
Wow.
Oh.
Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
I've got a feeling, if I remember right, from the last time I played this, I've got a feeling we stick this in it, do we? But then what do we do with that? I can't remember.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Oh, okay, now it's looking at it.
Hey,
Oh,
a Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
but where's the date? I can't see it.
Let me see.
Oh,
MCCCXIV. That's 1314.
so what relevance does that have? Does he know? Do not do
Hello
something
again,
like
Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens.
Oh, look, it's all shiny.
Catch you later.
Do I need to take this
Au
lens back?
revoir, monsieur.
Do I want to take the lens back? Or not? So, what do I do with this? I'm sure you can take it off. I think it feels like you should.
Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff. But I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church. Other than deported.
Okay, let's have a look at this then.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos.
Oh, the Countess
My
will be
eye was
happy.
drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Note, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Can we ask him about the Bible verses then?
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Oh, no, can't.
Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So... we want to go... Okay, back to Spain? Bye, dude. Have a nice afternoon. Can we... I already asked Baphomet about that, didn't I? Should I ask him about it now it's shiny?
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
Oh.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
No, so it
At the
wasn't made up.
Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You
You're
go
welcome.
there. You go there next. Yeah.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
Has he seen this guy?
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he
Oh,
asked me a lot
no.
of questions, just like you.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Paint pot? Can I take it home?
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier.
Okay, so there's a grey paint pot we can interact with.
There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer. There was a telephone on the far wall. That guard had been put here to guard something. My guess was that the excavation was behind that door. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on, all empty and all uninteresting. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
So we've got a thermostat, a phone, and out there is a paint pot, 2 doors, and this guy.
Hi? Excuse me? Oui? What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Oh, is he been told to say nothing then?
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Mm.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What's in here?
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Hi again.
What is it?
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of deja vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay. Oh. So, what do we want to be in here for?
There was a ventilation grill up in the wall. A hand dryer was mounted on the wall. If the Club Alamat had used one of these instead of a roller towel, I'd probably still be stuck in Marib. A filthy wash basin hung on the wall.
Put some soap up.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Let's try that toilet chain from Marie. I wonder
I
what I
didn't
wanted
need to
that
get
for.
near to tell the toilet needed cleaning. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order.
Yeah, it
At
was much
least
nicer.
It had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. There was a big old boiler used for heating the building. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. The shovel used to feed the furnace was stuck into the pile of coal. Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them. A huge pile of coal lay in the corner to fuel the boiler. Real high-tech stuff. On the keyring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door. It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface. It was the bar of soap I'd stolen from the washroom of the excavation site.
Pretty sure what to do.
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
Okay.
I figured washing my hands with that soap in that sink would just get my hands dirtier than when I'd started.
I wanted to make the soap soft so I could push this in it, but... Oh,
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
okay, it's soft enough already. So, yeah, that's why I've still got this plaster left over. From Ireland. Ages ago. Oh, I miss Ireland,
I
I really
carefully
do.
sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Okay, now that goes under the drippy tap.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key, way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Oh, put this grease paint on it. Right.
No way.
The gloves, his gloves, so we got to make him put his gloves on. That's what the whole thermostat's about. The green paint, the grey paint. There's grey paint out here.
Hey, monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, what's that?
A dumpster with some debris in it.
Go through it.
Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
What is it?
There's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Right, I want to use that in your pot.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Well, how do I get rid of him?
Hey, monsieur,
Oh, I was trying
get
to talk to
away
him.
from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
What am I asking about this guy?
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a
Oh,
lot
yeah, I
of
did.
questions, just like you.
How come he's always one step ahead of me when I'm getting all the clues?
He's seen you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, I suppose this dig was already here, wasn't it? Oh.
I couldn't climb over. The gate was surrounded by some pretty fancy ironwork.
Wheelbarrow.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster. A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Well, I need to make it grey before I give it to him, so... Cool.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Killer!
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Hi, George. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn! We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme.
Oh, okay, he's just
I'm going to
automatically
need your
caught.
help,
That's
though.
good.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Oh, cool.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? You must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers in his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her unk.
Sweet.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah, well, I had a cigarette to finish. And, monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Right, so I want your key again.
Hi again.
What is it?
He's gonna think I got the shits or something.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem.
Ugh.
How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Talk
Right.
to you later.
So,
Au revoir, monsieur.
let's go in here. Oh. We'll do swapsies.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
We'll go back out here. And now fiddle with this.
I turned the heating off.
Oh, he got cold quick, didn't he? Right, now I can give him the keys back. Oh wait, but how do I then get rid of him? Oh.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Can I do the telephone trick on him? Well, no, because he's... Yeah, while his back's turned, I could go in there.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Oh yeah, that's an even better idea.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the fun!
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
But don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Ha! Don't! Ah, me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Um,
In the middle of the floor was a weird mosaic, all swirling and distorted. Now there's a familiar face. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. Oh, great. More dead people. Although the gendarmes weren't likely to pull in any suspects unless they had a time machine. This guy must have been here for centuries. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
yeah.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church. I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Is that it?
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Yeah, but how do we track down that church just from a picture of it? It's a Britain and a date, but is that enough? Right, let's go to Spain.
been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose. Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobbart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks.
Oh, he's
Is
changed
the
his
Countess in?
tune.
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobbart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Senor Stobbart. Oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft claw.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the Knights secreting great wealths away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobbart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest. I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
The mausoleum's got a Bible, hasn't it? Can't wait for spring. So cold and grey and wet at the moment. Yeah, less stuff now. Not to get on holiday to Spain. Been in years. Come on, George. Must be like a quagmire, this grouse. There you go.
Hello again. Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what's it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Right, let's go.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak for my lady of these.
Count on it. So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the de Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Well, you must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Okay, so let's go
Catch you
back
later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
and talk to her about the children being hidden. Oh, where's this flashing?
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
You can pick the mirror up.
I didn't want a pot plant.
Okay.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the Vasconcelos are cursed.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
Let's have a look around in here again. Yeah, because there's still some things we can interact with in here. There's this pointy pole. There's a candle. Window. Why would we wanna... wait, can I not click on the candle now?